Well, Karkouri has put it in the air for the time being. Knocked away. Here's MacKenzie. It's a touch for Jonson. Got a hard act to follow in coming in for Darren Huckerby, who's been excellent this season. That was a loose pass which Charlton have done well to get back. The ball is not forward. That's a terrific ball to Johansson. Couldn't quite get the ball under control, but just for a moment Charlton had an opening.
Great play from Kishishev, broke the play up, played a lovely little 1-2, clipped it in behind the Norwich back four. Good run by Johansson. Should have really got to the pitch of that ball. Should have took it across his body, got his shot in. First real chance of the game.
Well, it certainly was an opening. Just the touch was lacking. Johansson might have broken his away duck. Certainly brighter start from Charlton than we've seen in recent matches. They've tended to not start well, Charlton. It's 14 times they've conceded goals in the opening 15 minutes of a match. That is very worrying for Alan Kirbishley. And this headed clear by Karkouri, who came back in midweek after a three-match ban. MacKenzie has got past his man. He's got Ashton in the middle. It's the early ball. It's defended well by Jonathan Fortune, but just for a moment Norwich had their best moment.
Well played, Leon MacKenzie, great strength. You watch him struggle Karkouri off there, brilliant. Touches it round the fullback. Kishishev gets his cross in, maybe a little bit too early, and it's easily cleared. But great strength, great upper body strength in the first place. Lovely cross, but maybe a fraction too early. No one was able to get up in support of him.
Norwich's first corner then on 9 minutes. It's not a bad one. Just nodded behind by Karkouri on the back stick.
Dean Ashton was inches away, wasn't he? He's coming in on that far post, unmarked. Shackell as well. Oh, that was poor marking by Charlton. Fraction lower, opening goal.
Safri will take the corner from the other side. That's whipped in at pace. Oh, he's flying in there. Charlton managed to scramble it away. Jeff has completed the clearance.
Keep going, keep going. That was a great header away. That was right under Dean Kiely, about 3 yards out. Maybe I thought he should have come for that.
Helveg, oh, it's a dodgy back pass. He got away with it just. Rommedahl nipped in. Helveg almost presenting Charlton with an early goal. Now there are problems at the other end for Dean Kiely, so both goalkeepers enduring moments of panic there.
Well, he's a fraction lucky here with a back pass. I think a little bit more bravery from Rommedahl. Look, a nice slide in there. He's ducking away from that one. Slide in, he may have got the rebound into the goal.
Safri's ball forward. It's just come off Ashton and gone behind and come to nothing. Well, it was some goal by Yousef Safri on Wednesday night. Goal of the season contender, no doubt about that. 35-yard thunderbolt squeezed between the angle of crossbar and post. And fair play to Norwich, even after Clive had equalised. With the 4 minutes they had left of stoppage time, they produced the Ashton header. And it ain't over till it's over. There's the message at Carrow Road. Now this is Jonson. Oh, he's given it away there. That was poor control. Rommedahl has it for Charlton. Here's Hughes. It's a decent ball in again. Murphy trying to release Jeffers. Intercepted by Shackell. It's a good tackle on Leon MacKenzie, but he's got a second bite at the cherry. Bentley's the man on the near side. Across the back four for Norwich City. Ashton's dropped deep. Keeping possession for Norwich. They're keeping possession well. Not making too much progress up the field though. Finally they do lose it. Here's Murphy for Charlton Athletic. He's played it in. There's no offside. Johansson goes through and Robert Green makes a brave and good save.
Well, they're going to have problems with Johansson. He's drifting in off that left-hand side. Against Helveg, lets him run, and there's real big problems to get him behind. He's not offside. Green does brilliantly well to come out and smother at his feet, but Helveg's got to be very careful. He's passing Johansson over to the centre-backs, and it's Fleming alongside him. He's not obviously giving him enough information. And again, not offside, coming in off that left flank, starting on the left, Johansson. Told you before, John, started as a striker. He really is making some good runs getting in behind Norwich. They've got to be very careful.
Kiely knocks the ball long. There's Johansson with the header. Now Hughes. Don't quite know where it was, but he's done well to find Kishishev. First time ball in by him, sliced away. Luke Young. Can't get his way around Bentley. Nice footwork by him. Ashton's done well. Now Francis. Get MacKenzie going, but Karkouri, who has been excellent in the heart of Charlton defence when he can keep his head. Sent off against West Bromwich Albion recently for a rash challenge. Raking studs up. Horrible challenge it was. Served his ban, but he's back now. He has been important in the Charlton rearguard. They've missed him. And here's MacKenzie. Great skill. Plays the ball in. Diving header away.
Great start from MacKenzie. We're giving him real problems. The big centre-backs coming out to the wings and full-backs, taking them on easy, getting his crosses in. He's been the unsung hero. Everybody's talking about Ashton. We're talking about Huckerby when he's fit. MacKenzie's been just as good, believe you me.
4 goals in 7 games he's got. Here's the corner from Bentley. Just come off a Norwich player.
Well, it's debatable. Referees always are on the side of caution.
There's Johansson's header in. Jeffers controls well, but good tackling back by Bentley. It's a decent flick by Ashton, but Karkouri will just nudge it square to Kishishev. This is Luke Young. Perhaps to play it forward, but complaining there's no one to aim at the moment.
He's got a little bit of a problem. He's a right-footed player filling in at left-back today, so doesn't really open up the pitch when he comes inside. Closes it down rather.
He's done well there. As you say, he's always on his weaker foot and he'll look to come inside. Here's Holland. Now Hughes. Kishishev has been busy in the opening period. 1-2 with Rommedahl. Kishishev's ball in. Johansson chases. Cuts it back. There was a chance for Murphy and he's put it over the bar.
Good play, Kishishev involved again. Nice little 1-2, then plays it in behind. Get to the dead ball line, cut it back, and as you said, Murphy coming in late. Just put off enough by Francis to make him fire over.
Jonson. He's got beyond Kishishev. Adam Drury is just behind him. Safri. Still alive. Drury's looking to get it into the box. He's done exactly that, but it's bypassed Dean Ashton. Johansson, he's got round his man, except he was clearly pulled back by Helveg. And I think Martin Atkinson will want a little chat.
There's no option there, but he's a silly boy. He's got nowhere to go now. That's deep in his own half. There's no reason to drag him back. Helveg gets a yellow card, and now, of course, he's running the tightrope. He would be saying down on that Charlton bench to Jonathan Johansson, just stick it past him every time. One more foul like that, he's off.
Well, he completely skinned him. Panic, I think, more than anything else. And as Tony says, he's going to have to watch himself for the remainder of the game. We've had 20 minutes at Carrow Road, goalless. Ball is knocked in by Karkouri, but Norwich have dealt with that one. Not very well on that occasion, though. Rommedahl getting the ball in, up in the air. Johansson nods down. It's knocked away by Safri. Drury. And it was won by Young. Neat by Jeffers again. Rommedahl to Young. There you go, that's backward header, initially by Shackell, and it was nodded behind by Drury.
And well to come round on the cover. Shackell doesn't move his feet quick enough, can only hit it backwards. Drury does well to come round on the cover, get it away behind his own goal for a corner.
And certainly Charlton being the more enterprising team in the attacking third. They desperately need a goal. They managed to keep a clean sheet at Villa on Wednesday night. Here's Murphy's ball in. It's easy to defend. Once again, it's Luke Young. Chips it forward. It's a measured ball, and again Drury is forced to head behind.
Well, they're making some nice runs from deep, Charlton. They're beating the offside trap, but they're trying to hold the line. Norwich again hitting like a nice little angle ball. Rommedahl nearly gets in. Drury heads it away again, but those wide players not starting down the middle. Rommedahl and Johansson, they're making their runs from the outside in. Norwich a bit of problems.
Well, it's another corner. Then it's Murphy. Again, it's cleared. This time Dean Ashton. Really trying to stick them in at the other end who cleared. Kishishev knocking it forward, but that was rather lazy delivery. In towards Leon MacKenzie though by Norwich. He's been taken down. The referee's going to want a word about that as well. It's Karkouri again. I think the referee's patience has been tried once too often.
Well, he's just had a little lunge on Ashton from behind when he caught him smack on the back of the head. That's a mistimed challenge. There's no malice in it, but it's exactly what I was talking about. MacKenzie dragging those big centre-backs out into wide positions, committing them. The lunge comes in, yellow card for Karkouri.
Midway through the half, two bookings in quick succession. Karkouri, not sure what he's got to argue about really. For Charlton has been booked, and Helveg for Norwich.
Pretty early for two defenders, John. First 25 minutes or so. You've got to be making plenty more challenges. You've got to be very careful.
David Bentley to deliver this free kick. He does have a ability to find the right spot. Oh, it was a flat by Kiely, but he's got away with it. The ball just dribbling out of play. A little spell from Norwich City. Ball was played in low, but knocked away. Back in by Helveg. Here's Bentley, flicks it out to MacKenzie. Giving it away. Again, this is what we were talking about. Helveg is going to be worried when Johansson comes forward, although this time he's elected to just pop the ball infield to Murphy. This time it's a good, solid, very legal, crunching tackle by Helveg on Johansson.
Well, they should be giving the ball as much as possible to Johansson now, because they know Helveg's running the tightrope with that early yellow card, giving it as much as possible to him, and it's all in the game. You've got to try and commit the defender again, and commit him to another foul.
Now Bentley back around the outside of Danny Murphy. Here's Safri. They're all crying shoot, and well they might. Here's Ashton, who does just too high, but well, Safri produced one from even further out.
He does well. Just makes himself a yard, turns Karkouri, but he's well wide with the shot. There he goes, a lovely little turn, just reverse turn, just comes back on the inside, on his favoured foot. Nice little ball from Safri, but the shot, I don't think Dean Ashton will be proud of. I think this right-hand side is where Norwich can really make some inroads. Luke Young doesn't like defending on this left-hand side, and they've got to get Bentley more of the ball out here, because he can get the crosses in from any angle, and he can provide passes down the sides of central defenders to get the likes of MacKenzie and Ashton in. He's the boy that can produce, and just got to get him more of the ball.
Charlton have a free kick just inside their own half. Johansson and Jeffers, two of the men looking to Karkouri to produce a decent ball forward. Again, the Norwich defenders are backpedaling, but Shackell gets it away. Jonson with a high clearance. MacKenzie can't control it. Quick throw finds Holland. Oh, Rommedahl, that's excellent play. Good vision too. Here's Murphy. Oh, tries to get it back. Might still come for Charlton. Rommedahl in again. It's away once more. Norwich though have won it in midfield. Here's Dean Ashton. Now David Bentley. Helveg is steaming down the right-hand side. Swung across, it's a good ball too. There's Damien Francis. Two men to aim at in the box, but not able to produce the cross. Safri might. Low one in. Oh, it's only half cleared. MacKenzie sensed half a chance. Bentley! Another rocket from 25 yards, but again, too high for Norwich City.
Well, there's your boy. I mean, he's a great strike, but it's too high again. It's always rising. It's never going to test Dean Kiely.
It's a decent ball across. For a moment, Johansson thought he got clear, but it was Kishishev making the tackle. Norwich taking an eternity to get the ball back into play. Finally do. Here's Youssef Safri. Dean Ashton again looking to manoeuvre. Room for a shot. He's produced a good ball into Bentley, who's whipped it in low. It's a terrific clearance by Euell Karkouri. Still potential for Norwich. That hit Fortune's arm or elbow. The referee had a look but said no.
Seen him given, John. Arms are away from the body. He's just outside the area, in all fairness to him. But look, there's the arm away from the body, turning his back on the ball. You've seen him given. Rommedahl,
as Charlton looked to grab a late goal. Rather half-hearted shot, which Drury didn't have too much trouble in blocking. Rommedahl has kept the ball in play though. Here's Kishishev. Now then, here's Jeffers down the right-hand side. Ball is blocked. It's a corner to Charlton Athletic.
Well, they'll want to make more use of these corners as well, Charlton. Easily cleared by Norwich at the moment. Must give their attackers something to really go and attack.
Corner to Charlton then, in the final minute of the first half. Danny Murphy towards Fortune. Good header away though, which has been the case in pretty much every corner Danny Murphy's taken. Matt Holland back in again. Green has come and claimed. Maybe one last push for Norwich. I can't think of too many stoppages in this game, Tony. I don't think we're going to have too much stoppage time at all. MacKenzie's flick. Here's Ashton. Real chance. Oh, he's put it wide. What a chance for Norwich City. The best chance of the half has come in the final minute, and Ashton's failed to take it.
Well, Route 1 stuff. Green to MacKenzie, flicked on. He's got to hit the target. He's got to hit the target. He doesn't quite clear it out of his feet. Look, he's hitting it too close to his body. He's always going to drag it wide. Maybe when it's like that, you just got to open yourself up a little bit and curl it for the far corner. Went for the power, dragged it wide, but was a little bit under him.
We have a throw into Charlton on the far side, which Rommedahl will take. This will be a last gasp attempt for a goal now. Rommedahl finds Kishishev. Here's Hughes, plays it in, and it's just drifted beyond the far post. Quite indicative of what we've had in the first half. The delivery not great. Green clears. Martin Atkinson brings a rather disappointing first half to a close, but Dean Ashton knows Norwich should be leading right at the end of that half. The best chance, some would say the only chance of the half, falling to Dean Ashton. He scored 4 in his last 3 games and he put it wide. Johansson threw on goal for Charlton as well. He was denied by Robert Green. But at half-time at Carrow Road, it's Norwich City 0, Charlton Athletic 0. Into Atkinson, checking his watch. Second half underway then at Carrow Road. Massive 45 minutes for Norwich. If they don't win this game, it's going to be a mountainous task trying to avoid relegation. They'd only have 3 games left. As it stands, they can't get to 40 points, incidentally. They can only get 39 if they were to win their remaining 4 games. The next one is against Southampton. So Tony Gale, this is one hell of a 45 minutes for Norwich.
Big half, John. Big half for them. And for Charlton as well.
Rommedahl it was, driving the ball wide.
Been a disappointing season, I think, for Dennis Rommedahl. I thought at the time it was a good buy by Alan Kirbishley, but I think we'll, pass judgment maybe in his second season.
By MacKenzie, Ashton looking to get on the end of it. Fortune will get there first.
It's strange, isn't it? I mean, there hasn't been many chances, but we haven't stopped mentioning Dean Ashton and Leon MacKenzie. But up the other end, I can't remember even mentioning Franny Jeffers. Left all up on his own. Not really had any balls to run onto, and no balls up to his feet. He really has been the lone raider with very little support.
Norwich have swung the ball in. Kishishev clears, not terribly well. He's given it away. Here's Ashton. Might find room for a shot. It was just nicked off his toes by Luke Young at the vital moment, but it was half a chance.
Didn't clear his feet. It wasn't quite quick enough on the turn there, Dean Ashton, to get and turn around Karkouri.
That was handball, incidentally. Rommedahl, who's got blistering pace, has a chance to use it, but his control has let him down. There's Danny Murphy. Rommedahl again. Looking to control the ball better this time. It's a decent ball in. Oh, it was flicked away by Damien Francis, and it had to be, or Hughes might have scored.
Well, he tracked back really well. You can see Francis tracking him back all the way, catches him out the corner of his eye, just does enough to glance it away for a corner. Otherwise, Hughes was stooping to open the scoring, I feel.
Hasn't scored in the Premiership yet this season. Brian Hughes, all 3 goals have come in the FA Cup. Murphy's corner. Oh, it's headed back across the face of his own goal by Leon MacKenzie there.
And that was just a case of concentrating on the man rather than the ball. Getting caught under the flight of the ball, glancing off the top of his head, and nearly ended up the perfect flick on for someone to come onto.
And Danny Murphy's had half a dozen or more opportunities from corner kicks, and it has to be said, he has not made the most of them so far. And that's an example which underlines it. Very poor delivery. This is Kishishev, though, for Charlton, who started the second half brightly as they did the first. Murphy to Hughes. Here's a chance. Good effort by Karkouri, and it was pushed away by Robert Green. That's the first effort on target we've had in the entire game in the 51st minute.
Well, eventually finds its way out to Karkouri. A little deflection in the tackle there. Good left foot shot, decent save. Best thing about the save was he didn't just pat it down, got it away from the danger area. Good save by Robert Green.
Here's Rommedahl, though, just skipping past Safri, looking to take on Drury as well. It's Rommedahl! Outside of the right foot, it was swerving, but Green had it covered.
Well, we haven't seen enough of this from Rommedahl this season and today. They're coming on the inside, elects not to kick it with his left foot, clips it with the outside of his right, but not enough pace on it to really trouble Green.
It was a rare moment of attacking intention. Here's Francis, might see one from him. It was. But nestled in Dean Kiely's arms comfortably enough in the end.
Out muscles Matt Holland, does well to wriggle free, but again, not enough pace in that shot to really trouble the keeper.
On the far side, it's gone out of play. Norwich's throw. Helveg eager to get things going. Nice flick by Ashton, finds MacKenzie. Good touch by him too. This is better from Norwich City. Damien Francis has it. Now Bentley. Bentley finds Ashton. Finally the ball pops out of play. It'll be a Charlton throw. Nigel Worthington hands the ball across to Luke Young. With almost 20 minutes of the second half. Still goalless at Carrow Road. If that is the outcome, it won't do either side many favours. Least of all Norwich City. Home advantage against a team who are struggling with only one win in 10, Charlton. Norwich would expect to take all 3 points, given the form that they're in at the moment. They may yet, of course. Huckerby takes the throw. Nudged out of play by Kishishev. Well, if one man can inspire something, it could well be Darren Huckerby. He has the talent, the guile, and the confidence to unlock defences. Jason Shackell's ball in. Not a particularly good header. Bentley, oh, and it's been put wide. What a chance that was for Leon MacKenzie, although the ball came at him at ferocious pace.
Well, he's getting the goal, David Bentley ends up crossing right in a nice cross. No, he looks offside, doesn't he, Leon MacKenzie? There'd have been a steward's inquiry and he scored there. But it happened so quick. I mean, that's in defence of the linesman. But he was in offside position. This cupid of volley, really, David Bentley, ended up a cross rather than a shot. But Leon MacKenzie so nearly diverted it in.
Well, he has found some goal-scoring form of late, Leon MacKenzie. Scored 4 crucial ones for Norwich in his last 7 games. Here's Huckerby. Good tackle though by Kishishev, but Huckerby has won a throw. Safri. Francis will complete the move across midfield. Not good control by Helveg. The con is by Ashton. MacKenzie's underneath it, but his header drops straight into the path of Danny Murphy. Now Rommedahl. A bit of green grass in front of him, perhaps to exploit. There's greyhound's pace, Dennis Rommedahl. Produced a good moment a couple of minutes ago. That one not so good. Given away to Safri, who finds Francis. MacKenzie tries to touch it off to Ashton. It's a sloppy ball by Karkouri, and Norwich have it again.
Substitution, Huckerby for Jonson has really opened this flank up down this side, John. Huckerby can get up then. Let's hope the other day.
This is MacKenzie coming forward. Sorry, Tony, just a burst forward there by MacKenzie, and was that a back pass? It was by Jonathan Fortune. Kiely can't believe it. The referee Atkinson has decided that was deliberately guided back to the keeper, who then held.
Well, he's backing off Karkouri and he gets a touch. I can't see that being a back pass. He gets a touch. That's not a back pass for me. If this is a goal, there really will be an inquiry. Because he's backing off Karkouri. He gets his tackle in, just scoops it away from MacKenzie, and it ends up going back to Kiely. That's not a back pass for me.
Well, this is
a difficult position though, John, isn't it? Nearly on the dead ball line. So it's got to come back. Does he go back across the goal, David Bentley? Or is it a little touch to Dean Ashton? Difficult choice.
Hugely promising situation though. Bentley, Ashton, and the wall did its job. It was a combination there of Dean Kiely and Dennis Rommedahl.
Well, the referee gives the advantage, then it's a disadvantage because he doesn't back Dean Kiely away from the goal. They've got to be on the goal line. That's the only way they can be 10 yards away from the ball. That's bad refereeing for me. He gives the advantage.
Well, it was a chance though. We've seen goals scored from those situations. I remember Teddy Sheringham setting up Alan Shearer for a goal.
Look at them here, John. Look, they're not nowhere near 10 yards from the ball. 2 yards from the ball, 2 players as it gets touched.
Lofted ball in. MacKenzie's on the edge of the box. Bentley will chase it. He's appealing for a corner, and it's been given.
Well, you just feel the game's going to open up in the last 17 minutes or so, John, with a change that Charlton made. Quick corner though.
Ball is played in first time, and Jason Euell, who was brought on as a striker, is employed as a defender there, and to good effect. Meaty header out behind, and another corner kick to Norwich City is the result. Bentley again to deliver. Up goes Fleming. Came off the back of his head though. Huckerby's shoulder charge has won the ball back, loops it in. Driven away, Rommedahl, Murphy trying to find Euell. Here's Safri. Oh, it was almost deja vu. Not quite as far out, but it was a decent strike, just too high.
He didn't have a lot of time to set himself, that's the key. Danny Murphy gives it away, Safri intercepts, has to really fire his shot away quickly, and then over the bar.
Here's Rommedahl chipping the ball in for Charlton. There's Jason Euell, that's what he was brought on for. Wins the header in the air, but Green was well placed.
Well, they've got two targets, that's the difference, and when you put a cross in there, you've got a decent chance of getting it.
Rommedahl looking to get forward again. As Tony said, it's certainly opening up in the final 15 minutes. Either side settling for 0-0. Here's Euell again, looking to turn. He set up Murphy! First touch just wasn't quite good enough and it was blocked, but Charlton still had the ball. Rommedahl's done really well to keep that in play. This is Kishishev. Murphy down the channel, crosses it in, and it was cleared. And Norwich had a bit of a scare then. Jason Shackell did his job well.
Both teams going for it now, John. You feel that there may be a goal in this last 10 minutes, 13 minutes or so. Both teams going for it. It's opening up, tired legs. Both teams have got wide players who only want to go forward.
Murphy's corner. Flicks off the head of Dean Ashton, and here's Bentley. Looking for some forward momentum ahead of him. Trying to find Huckerby, but Kishishev was there to nod it back to Kiely instead. 12 minutes remain. Carrow Road, it's goalless. It's been a vintage game by anyone's standards, but this time of the season when you're desperate for a win, any old win will do. You don't get points for style. Norwich know that if they can squeeze a goal out, it could be worth millions. Here's Ashton, who should have scored in the first half. Pulled back, I thought, there by Fortune. And the linesman, Dave Bryan, on that far side, has waved his flag. Martin Atkinson has awarded a free kick.
All about the delivery again, John. There's been poor deliveries today from both sides. All guilty of not missing that front man. Can he deliver? Can he get it behind that back four of Charlton, in front of the keeper, for the strikers to attack?
Again, all but two have gone forward for Norwich City to await David Bentley's ball in. Ball again, it's eluded everyone. And what's a promising situation ends up harmlessly.
Well, Fleming and Shackell getting each other's way. That's why they're both shouting at each other. Both get sucked under the flight of the ball again.
Well, we are going to have a substitution now. David Bentley, that free kick will be his last action of the half. It's Svensson who is going to come on.
Substitution of number 10, David Bentley. Number 19, Svensson.
Blonde Swede, who is a former Charlton Athletic player, spent 3 years at the Valley, 74 games and 9 goals during that time. Now looking to thwart his former employers.
Striker by trade, but coming on that wide side now, on this left-hand side. Huckerby switched back over to the right-hand side for Norwich, so 3 strikers on there for Norwich, but still retaining the shape. Still 4-4-2. And asking Svensson and Huckerby on the other sides not to really bother about defending. They want to get this goal.
Murphy in low towards Euell. Flag is up. It was a clever idea, and it caught the Norwich defence on the hop, but fortunately for them, the flag was up.
Well, it's very doubtful. You look on the far side, you look at Helveg, he may have been playing him on.
A bit of ingenuity, though, which this game has needed, really. Svensson's first touch finds Drury, and now Safri almost giving it away to Jason Euell. Here's Ashton looking to work an opening. He's found Huckerby. Huckerby off on his way, half tackled, the ball's been slipped through to him again. Huckerby's got time for the cross. Plays it in towards MacKenzie. That's good, brave goalkeeping by Dean Kiely. MacKenzie was committed, boot up, not high, but good save.
I thought he maybe should have got in early with his right foot, but he switches back on his left. MacKenzie's inches away. Dean Kiely just there first.
It's a high ball for Norwich to deal with. Shackell can only succeed in finding Dennis Rommedahl. Rommedahl chips it in. Euell is there. There's the header down towards Jeffers. Just went the other way. Jeffers wasn't able to get a touch. Huckerby now for Norwich. He's put it straight out.
Carved out a couple of decent chances from Jason Euell, just chipping a few up, winning that first ball, and well, again Shackell reacted first and beat Jeffers to the second ball.
Another substitution. It'll be Jerome Thomas to come on and Johansson to come off for Charlton Athletic. Thomas is a right-footed player, but has spent most of the season, when he has started games, on the left-hand side of that five in midfield. Jeffers, he's penalised. Fleming was brought down. 6.5 minutes remain. Ashton, clever ball. Svensson, real chance. Brilliant save by Kiely. Ashton with the follow-up. It's deflected away. Rommedahl clears. What a chance for Matthias Svensson to wrap up the points for Norwich City.
Without doubt, the best chance of the game.
Now Charlton counter. It's Danny Murphy. It's still Danny Murphy. And the shot came in the end from Thomas, who's just come on, and Robert Green saved it. But it was at the other end where the real goal chance came, and Svensson, who's got 3 goals this season, will be kicking himself it isn't 4. And it could be the difference between 3 points and 1, or even none, if Thomas can create something here. And he's been brought down. Sudden flurry of activity. Jerome Thomas was brought down. Here's the man who should have scored.
Well, it's good vision by Dean Ashton. Look, he just hooks it back into the path of Svensson, knows where he's going, and there's no power in this at all. He doesn't either lob it or get any power in it, and it's an easy save. Look, it's got to be a lob or it's got to be power. Does neither. Easy save, wasn't it, for Dean Kiely?
Well, right at the end of the first half, Norwich City had a chance through Dean Ashton they should have buried, and it's happened again in the second. And could worse be to follow. Danny Murphy, well, his last 2 goals have come from free kicks, one against Spurs and one against Portsmouth, both of them brilliantly dispatched, and he can find the back of the net from this kind of distance. Murphy drives it, it deflects, oh, it's off the post, and Norwich City breathe again. Rommedahl in, header is back, chance for Jeffers, completely miskicked, and it was off the line by Svensson. And suddenly the game has burst into all kinds of life. This is MacKenzie coming forward now. Pretty much on his own at the moment. Tries to play it across. It was a decent ball, and it was well dealt with by Jerome Thomas. But what a sequence of events there. Danny Murphy hitting the post for Charlton. Norwich looking to take advantage of that slice of luck. But there's a flag up far side.
Well, we've had more action in the last 10 minutes than we've had for the rest of the game. Big deflection, Rob Green's totally beaten, hits the post. In comes the cross after that, and they eventually cleared that, but look at that deflection off the end of the ball. Totally wrong foot, Rob Green, he had no chance. He's flicked back in, not quite cleared. Jeffers just about to pull the trigger and gets caught in his backswing by Svensson.
Svensson was eager to do well, having missed a great chance at one end. He was there to clear between his posts at the other. Exciting and thrilling it may have been, but we still await the first goal, and there's only 5 minutes left for somebody to find it. But Danny Murphy has come closer than anyone else this afternoon to breaking the deadlock, albeit with the help of a mighty deflection. Charlton have their heads in the air at the moment. Once again, Rommedahl has overrun it. He does that so often. It must be infuriating for his manager, Tony.
He does. Rommedahl does tend to do it. And MacKenzie, I think, overran the ball a moment before, John. Just lunging into this. Look, there you go. And I think the knee twisted. You could see him feeling his knee straight away there, Leon MacKenzie. Look, twisted back, couldn't take the weight. And I think he's tweaked his knee ligaments there.
Well, let's hope not, because Norwich City, if they are going to stay up, they're going to need the full contingent, and Leon MacKenzie has been influential lately. Master plan being hatched on the side of the field. Thomas Helveg taking instructions. I think MacKenzie's okay. He is hobbling, but I don't think the prognosis is quite as bad as Dr. Tony Gale was suggesting.
You can never tell with these modern day boys. Leon's not one to, I think, go off. He'll want to stay right on there in the thick of the action. He's my apprentice at Crystal Palace, Leon. And, must admit, good kid from a good family.
And happily, no problems with the knee. Just the bang that needed a rub, and that was it. On we go, with time running out. 2.5 minutes left for Norwich City to try and fashion what would be an absolutely vital goal. They've had 2 brilliant opportunities that they've squandered. They need to take one, and fast. Adam Drury throws in. There's the flick from Ashton. It's not clear. Svensson with another chance. This time he's put it in. What a goal for Norwich City! 3 minutes to go, and Matthias Svensson, he missed a sitter earlier on, has found the net. It's his 4th goal of the season. All of them have come at Carrow Road, but none of them more valuable than that. It's Norwich 1, Charlton 0.
Would you believe it? Just after escaping up one end with a deflected free kick from Murphy, there's a long throw by Drury, flicked on by Ashton, well competed for by MacKenzie, falls to Svensson, and this time on his wrong foot, his right foot, he makes no mistake. He missed a chance earlier on, but look at that, he keeps that down really well. Dean Kiely's got no chance from about 8 yards, gets right over the top of the ball, and that's a good volley. Good finish, good volley. Would you believe it? Norwich have still got hope.
Well, there's one thing you can say about Norwich City, and they've proved it this week. They do not give up. 94 minutes against Newcastle when Dean Ashton's header went in. 87 minutes today against Charlton Athletic, and Matthias Svensson, on as a sub, is the hero of Carrow Road. And there's only a minute of normal time remaining. Hasn't scored since December, Svensson, but what a time to get back on target. Sensational goal from Norwich's point of view.
He missed a glorious chance before, but that was a good finish from Svensson against his old club, Charlton, funny enough. Kept it down well on the volley, only 8 yards out, but it needed all the taking. Kept it nice and firmly down and gave Kiely no chance. Massive goal for Norwich, and really, what a live chance they've got now surviving.
Well, that may have taken the wind out of Charlton's sails. They were unlucky when Murphy hit the post just before that goal. Alan Kiely knows that but for 6 inches that would have gone in, but Nigel Worthington knows as a manager that the one thing you desperately need if you're going to stay up, win a title, win the FA Cup or whatever it is, you need luck, and Norwich City had it there with Murphy's shot against the post, and they've taken advantage. But the story may not be over yet, though Murphy was tackled by Safri, and Norwich will be very, very keen to just use up what little time remains. Here's Damien Francis. The second one would absolutely kill it stone dead for Norwich City, but he's had to go back. And Norwich will be happy that they've got the possession at the moment. Ashton's decided sensibly perhaps to go all the way back to Robert Green.
The fourth position has indicated there's a minimum of 2 minutes remaining.
Well, 2 minutes left for Norwich City to hang on for a famous win. That's where they want the ball, Tony.
That's right, get it down in the last third. You can't believe it, John. In the last week or so, they've probably got more points than they got all season. Just incredible stuff, these 3 wins. Dead and buried Norwich, and now everybody's looking at them. Maybe it's them to survive.
Here's Rommedahl. Mustn't talk too soon. Shackell, who's had a good game, gets it away, but Charlton know their European hopes are well and truly over if it stays like this. Danny Murphy teases it forward. That'll do for Norwich. Robert Green's not even going to field that one. He's going to let it go behind. Well, if Norwich win this game, it'll be 10 points from their last 4 games. That includes games against Manchester United and Newcastle United. But when we were talking about this before the game, unfortunately, when you analyse that statistic against this one, Norwich City only took 5 points out of a possible 42 prior to that run. Well, MacKenzie is hobbling off. Gary Holt is coming on.
Looks like I was right about that injury, John.
Yeah, you were. I bow to your medical knowledge. Well, his knee will feel a lot better when the final whistle goes, I'll tell you that. And at the moment, there's still defending to be done for Norwich City. Ball is played across field by Euell, and Holt straight into the action to get the ball clear, but then a rather sloppy clearance there by Helveg has put his team back under pressure. Charlton come forward. Ball is played into the box. Knocked away well there by Drury. Here's Huckerby, keen to hold it up. Tackled though. Kishishev forward. Norwich City have won! What a victory for them! Svenson's goal. 3 minutes from time. Absolute gold dust for Norwich City. They've taken 10 points from a possible 12, and hope springs eternal at Carrow Road. It wasn't a great game for the purists, but I tell you what, Nigel Worthington simply doesn't care about that. He knows another vital 3 points have been won. Leon MacKenzie played well and hobbled off at the end. But the hero of the hour, a former Charlton Athletic player, Svensson, on target 3 minutes from the end. And if they stay up, it's a goal that could be worth millions to Norwich City. It finished Norwich City 1, Charlton Athletic 0.
Well, Nigel, for the second time in 2 games, your never-say-die attitude has come up trumps another late one.
Well, we've, to be fair to the players, we've had that all season. Maybe just didn't have the rub of the green at times, but 3 huge games in 7 days. Yes, Charlton has played 3 as well. So great credit to both teams. It's played at a high tempo in very, very nice spring conditions. But as you say, a late winner on Wednesday night and another one today. I think the players are given value for money.
Can you put into words how much, you know, the difference means for you? It could have been 0-0, but 1 strike and suddenly it's just changed everything.
Well, a point would have been a plus. Important not to get beat, but to come away with the 3. To be fair, we always believed that we could get the 3, but we had to be patient. It wasn't going to be one in the first half or the first hour. It was a case of keep doing what we were doing, be patient, and thankfully, like Dean's had a good chance the first half. Normally sticks them away. I think it was Svensson had another chance before he scored, so we stuck at it, and the result came good for us.
Last time I spoke to you after the Bolton game, you were saying perhaps Charlton weren't good enough to be in the top 6 and heading for Europe, but I think there was an improvement at Aston Villa, and although you've lost today, I suppose you're heading back maybe a little bit in the right direction.
Yeah, but I think you know, if you're good enough, you end up in the top 6, and we've shown over the last couple of weeks that we aren't. We've not picked up enough points. I mean, we've been, I think, again today, you know, it could have gone our way. I think last week at Bolton, perhaps we deserved something, but, you know, it's a cool game, and I'm sure Norwich have come off on plenty of occasions this year, you know, cursing their luck, and perhaps should have picked up something and haven't picked up anything. So we're running out of everything at the moment, a little bit of luck, and you know, we need to get a win somehow.
Well, Matthias, that could prove to be a very, very important goal for your club.
We hope so. You know, we're in a bit of a we're still bottom three, but you know we're fighting for our life, and we've been doing that the last couple of months, but we've been doing it really well. So just have to keep that going.
It's another huge win for Norwich, 1-0 the final score at Carrow Road. Next, over on Sky.